Hey there, Librans. It's Tanisha from Tanisha's Tarot. I'm here to do a mini reading for March 2019. I'm going to do 3 cards or thereabouts and then a few clarifiers to get an understanding and deep level of the story. Alrighty, here we go. What do the Librans need to know for March 2019? Whoa, well that's straight up. It even positioned itself. Okay, so you've got the Six of Swords, the Four of Wands, and then you've got a whole little bunch of stuff here. Okay. Alright. So the Six of Swords, straight up, tells me that you're leaving a situation. You may be traveling, or you may be actually moving house or stepping away from something that no longer serves you. In the boat, he has all his swords lined up in a row because this is his truth and his integrity, and he is stepping away with his power intact. So this is an organized choice. This isn't fleeing from a situation. This is like setting up your boat and going, okay, I'm out of here. It can also be a little journey, a little travel situation there. The next card that comes out is the Four of Wands. So this is about, a house destabilizing. So that's not necessarily a bad thing. This can sort of be about moving house. So this Six of Swords, then followed by the Four of Wands in reverse, is telling me that perhaps you are moving, relocating. If not, you're shaking things up a lot. There's something that you are shifting around majorly. Now, these 3 all came out together. And I think that it's important they're read together because you can see here we have the Seven of Cups and then the Tower and then the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Now, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse can be taken as, the fortunes are not in your favour. But what we need to do here is factor in the Tower and the Seven of Cups. Now, the Seven of Cups talks about illusions and delusions and things where you can be a little bit like high in the sky with your feelings, which is okay. That's a nice place to be, but it means that you can sometimes have a bit of a warped perception of reality. Now, when the Tower is in play, this can destabilize us entirely. This can shake us to the core. Now, the people are always thrown clear of the wreckage, so you will be okay. It's always guaranteed. And this is a fated thing. This is required. This is a destabilization, a tearing away of things that no longer serve, that is necessary for you. Now, what's interesting is, it's almost like the illusions that you were holding on to were kind of keeping you from this inevitable fate, which is going to just come out of nowhere. It's going to happen. You can't fight it, and it will feel like the Wheel of Fortune is turning not in your favor, but it's telling me here that it was an illusion to begin with. So therefore, it is necessary. And it's okay because you started out with this. This is your choosing to move away from a situation. You need to move away from this situation. This move is required. This destabilization is required. And the Fortune card even being involved suggests that it is part of a bigger picture. It's part of your fated journey. So, Librans, let's get a little clarification here on the Six of Swords. Six of Swords for Librans. Whoa. Okay, so 3. That's the Empress. And that's the Page of Cups. Four of Wands, clarification. Okay, now 7. Okay, see, it's agreeing with what I said. Tower. And then the Wheel of Fortune. Whoa. Whoa. It's all coming out. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty, so the clarification for this story is it's deepening the whole thing. Alright, so with the Six of Swords, the clarifiers here was the Empress and the Page of Cups in reverse. So the Empress is telling me that there is something going on here where nurturing is required. Now with the Page of Cups in reverse, this is telling me that you know, there's something about your emotional state at the moment which is leaving you quite vulnerable, and it's almost like somebody's coming in and nurturing you. Somebody's coming in and choosing for you to go. Like, yeah, that's what I'm getting here, is there's a strong female influence that's coming in and going, look, don't you worry with your little heart at the moment. I'm coming in and I'm guiding you. You know, this figure here may be you, and this may be the Empress guiding you out of there. You know, so there are other influences at play here. There is a strong female who's nurturing you right now. The Four of Wands clarifier was the Knight of the Page of Swords. So this is a message that comes in quite quickly. Yeah, a message that comes in and basically cuts through. So it's like truth, it's sharp, it cuts through. So there's something that comes in, that information that comes in that destabilizes your situation, and it's quick. It comes in and it literally just cuts it all down. It just cuts through it all. So, which is sort of also suggesting that this is fated, you know, because when things happen too quickly that you can't plan and counteract, sometimes it's because it's fated and it's necessary. Now, with this Seven of Cups, although it came out in its own little family, we're going to like clarify them individually. The Five of Cups is what's clarifying it. So it's telling me that you've focused on the spilt milk. You've focused on, you know, some of the painful things that have happened in your life, and it's almost like you go between a space of like kind of, you know, pretending nothing's bad to then overly looking into everything's bad, when in actual fact it's more like a balance of the two. Life is a balance of the two. Life has light and dark, positive and negative, and it's okay. You know, you can, it's a paradox in itself. Both can exist at once, but yeah, it's just telling me that you may have been like focusing on the downside of what's going on, which, you know, when your stability is compromised, that's a fairly natural thing to do. Now, with the Tower card, the clarifier here is the Ace of Cups. So this is telling me that yeah, the, you know, upright, this would be emotions overflowing in a positive way. In reverse, it's like you're feeling like you're completely emotionally drained by this, and this isn't feeling like a positive offer, a positive shift, a positive change, and it is creating an emotional response from you, and it's making you sort of want to withdraw your emotions from those around you. Yeah, you're not feeling very emotionally generous from this, you know, which is fair enough. You're in self-preservation mode, that's okay. Now with the Wheel of Fortune, the two cards that decided to come out to clarify were the Hermit and the Death card. Now the Hermit is about trusting your inner light. The Hermit is about you know, stripping away all of the superficial things so as you can rediscover your inner light. And then the Death card is also about letting things go. So this whole life lesson that the Wheel of Fortune is bringing you is to strip you down and realize your home is in yourself and that you must let go. Letting go is what's going to free you. It's going to re-empower you by letting go. So the Wheel of Fortunes have turned, and this is the lesson behind it. So it's okay, Libra, you're strong and you have people around you who love and care about you and are here to protect you. And this destabilization is only temporary, but it's faded. And so, you know, you need to trust that there is going to be a better space for you to be in, and that those around you are going to nurture you through this. And in the end, you will trust yourself and you'll feel so much lighter for having let things go. Alrighty, well, thank you for liking and sharing. If you want to keep up to date with my readings, please press subscribe. And if you'd like to get a private reading for yourself, just use the email address below. Alright, thank you, Librans. Happy March.